What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? It is the 23rd day of June today. Here we are with about 10 hours left in the day, 6 days, 10 hours left in the week here. Up at 16.26 cents right now, up 6% on the day. Having a little recovery, not a whole lot of volume, but we're on the Bybit chart actually. Let's look on the Coinbase chart real quick, because Coinbase would have, or actually even Binance would have more volume. Yeah, not a whole lot of volume on the day so far, so that's okay. Let's look at the short-term stuff and then we'll zoom out, okay? 15-minute time frame. Yeah, you're getting a little bit of bearish divergence here. You look super bull. I mean, like, this is actually a really bullish RSI, and the volume coming in is nice to see as well. It would be nicer if with this added volume you made a little bit more productive moves, but whatever. I mean, it's fine, right? Like, you're in this whole channel, higher lows, higher highs, the whole shebang, right? You're basically right here in this whole channel, low volume here, and you're getting the same results more or less as you're getting here, just with the less volatility, I guess. I don't know, or just as much volatility. Bigger swings, I suppose, at the end here for sure, but you would think with that much added volume and just in comparison that you'd be able to move up a little bit more. It makes me wonder if we will go down. A little bit of bearish divergence here, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be worried about that. It's not like typical bearish divergence. Typically, you get bearish divergence in the overbought, so not below it. Whenever I see it below, that tends to mean that it's not real. But let's look at the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is getting overbought here. You see, I am definitely bearish on Cookie here, right? I would think that we probably go lower. You're getting some volume, but you're not really going anywhere. You're getting volume, but you're not going anywhere. If you're looking at this, you've got lower highs throughout the whole range, higher highs in your RSI, most discernible high here, right? I mean, if you turn around here, it's a high here. Lower highs in the price. Keep going up even. You still have this higher high, lower high disparity. Oh my God, dude, that was a lot of volume that just came in, wasn't it? Wow. Dude, that was a lot of volume that just came in right there. Like, we're in the first minute of this 5-minute candle, and that was actually a lot. I just saw it, like, jump up on the 1 hour time frame. Somebody just laid the hammer down. They're putting the smack down. Yeah, look at that. I told you. Yeah. That was this minute. 3 seconds left in this one. Yeah. Wow. Somebody laid the smack down right there. Taking profits, taking shorts. I don't know. Doesn't mean we have to go down. Every sell is a buy, right? They got hit by a buy wall. Somebody bought that up. That doesn't mean that we have to go down, but still, that was definitely some. I watched the candle move up as far as volume goes. Not candle, sorry, just the bar. 1 hour time frame, rejecting the overbought zone would be bearish on the 1 hour. Pair that with the hidden bearish divergence. Yeah, it kind of makes sense you'd go down. Let's look at the high to low. Let's see here. High to low, low, low. There we go. To the 236. Now, what I've noticed, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, this is a theory, but I've noticed it a good bit of the time. Typically, when you go above the 236, you will see the 382 before going lower. But that's not the theory, right? That's something that I've applied to my analysis for a very long time. But whenever it is flawed, whenever you do go up above the 236, and instead of going to the 382, you actually go lower, which I used to think was a very improbable thing, and it still is. It's the less likely thing to do. Understand that in this situation, the less likely thing to do would be to see lower lows strictly based off the fibs. Okay, strictly based off the fib. It's like a 5% chance normally that you would go that you would go below this low before interacting with the 382 first and then going down. At least do that, right? Like, even if you're going lower, you would at least go up here and then go down. But I've noticed, for whatever reason, whenever it comes to downside moves from a high, if you're measuring a fib from a low to a high and you do that, that tends to be true. I would say it's like 5% of the time that you don't go to the 382 in this scenario. 5% of the time that you don't before going higher. But to the downside, where you're looking for lows, this is actually you have a higher chance. All that to say, if that's confusing, everything that I just said is true, but you have a higher chance whenever it comes to reaching for the 382 to the upside. You have a higher chance of not hitting it and actually going lower. I've noticed that for whatever reason. I don't know why, but on the come up, it's different. It's like different statistics than on the come down. It's still more probable right now, statistically speaking, that we'd hit the 382 from here before going lower. But less probable than if we were coming from the upside going down. I don't know how else to make sense out of that. It's a theory, but I've had a few iterations of that be true over the past month, and I've noticed that over time. So it's just something. It's a theory I'm throwing out. All I'm trying to say here is selling pressure. not moving up. You got above the 236, but you're not doing anything with it. I mean, it's very possible that you do come down. That doesn't mean you see a lower low. Maybe you find support at 15 cents. Maybe you come down and you find support down below 14.6 cents. You see a lower low. I don't know. All I believe is that looking at the RSI here, you have a higher high. You have lower highs here. That is hidden bearish divergence, and I would expect that that means you go down a little bit. Hi, Mufasa. Hi, buddy boy. Man, I need to let these cats out. This guy, he's afraid of my daughter. I have a young daughter, and cats do not like little kids, right? Because they're very loud and scary when they run at them, even if they're just trying to give them love. He hides under the couch all damn day. That's what happens. He'll like hide under my couch all damn day, and then he'll come out whenever she's asleep and say hi. It's early in the morning for me, so that's why he's saying hi right now. I keep turning my head sideways. I got like a bird's nest in the back of my head. I don't know. I always wonder about that. I don't know how the back of my head looks, but you guys probably know more than I do. Anyways, hey, what are you doing? Come here. Anyways, okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted. 1 hour time frame. Do you guys want to see him? Do you want to see Mufasa? Let's see. He might get scared by this noise. Let's see. There he is. He's a good boy. Yeah. He's got like the most beautiful eyes. I know cats have beautiful eyes, but he's got like honeypot eyes, man. They're very beautiful. Genuinely. All right. Sorry. Little cat distraction there. I always told myself I'd be a dog dad, but man, yeah, you just sometimes life happens, man. And if animals need you, they need you, and maybe you need them too. You know, that's just how it happens. And they are just the best cats, man. Anyways, low to high. I say they because I have two cats. They're both brothers. They literally are like the best of friends, man. They never fight. They're so awesome. Anyways, I love you guys. I love you, Mufasa. Okay, low to high. Hitting the 2272 like this, coming back up to the 1886. Lower highs, the whole shebang. Yeah, you're probably going to come down. It's not typical, man. This is actually very untypical of the non-typical of the 2272 to find support right at it. But hey, that's bullish, momentarily bullish at least. Finding resistance here at the 1886 would imply you go a little bit lower. I don't know if you go all the way down to 13.2 cents. From here, 16.1 cents right here, I think 13.2 would be the lowest that you go. And even then, I would still expect that you get some kind of bullish divergence on your 4 hour. Maybe you like close up here, but you wick down there. You know, as lows typically are, right? You find your low here, you get a big wick. Not always, but that'd be my expectation. However, I don't know if you go down that low. I think you will complete the prophecy here. The requirement of, maybe not the requirement, but the standard procedure of going just below the 2272, something that's just below 14.55 cents. Wouldn't surprise me. Here at 16.17 cents now. If we go higher, maybe we stop at 17.3 cents. We could find resistance there, and there's potential that you come back down here, find support, you get a higher low there, and you don't go low. Maybe that is your low, but we still don't know yet. It's too early. Looking at the 4 hour RSI, I would say that I'm bearish still. I think that you do go down a little bit lower, just a little bit. Why? Because if you're looking at the 4 hour RSI, I mean, it just looks like a perfect downtrend, right? From these highs, it looks like a perfect little trend. You're right at the area you'd expect to find resistance. We got 2 hours left in this 4 hour candle. Let's see what we do. Bitcoin's moving up, and that's great and all, but let's see what Cookie does, man. I think it might come down still, and it could go up again. It's very possible that what we do instead would it be this low to high. I think it was this low to high that I take low to high here. That if you move up to 17.27 cents, it's very, very possible that you could come down and find support right here, and that is kind of a lower high scenario, right? That's like a bunch of that's in the series of lower highs here. That would make sense to find resistance right there, and if you find support here, that would very much validate this as a low, and you'd probably take that high out and continue to grow there, you guys. But if not, if you find resistance here and you go below that area, you likely will go below this area too. Okay, so right now I'm under that impression we go down. The odds of this being the low increase as we go up higher, and they increase even more if we provide a higher low. If we can't do either of those things, then yeah, I'm maintaining that down stance. But understand, I would say if we get above, let's just say we were to continue to move up and we don't stop at the 1618, let's say we continue to move up, that still doesn't validate this as a low. We still need to find a higher low somewhere, right? And whether it's at the golden ratio, it's at the 1886-200 area, whatever, we need to find a higher low somewhere in one of these areas depending on how high we go, okay? What you don't want to see is, I mean, obviously a lower low. If you see a lower low, you're still in a downtrend, obviously. I'm sticking with the idea that we do go a little bit below 15 cents there, a little bit above 14 cents. even as low as 13 point whatever cents. I mean, look, 13.2 cents is the golden ratio. It wouldn't be crazy. It really wouldn't be crazy. You've got support here, support there, support there. You found support. I mean, if we look at this, you put a straight line here. You found support at this plenty of times and even resistance in this area. It wouldn't be crazy to find support here. It also wouldn't be crazy to go to the golden ratio. Don't lose faith. If we go to 13.2 cents, Cookie Dow's fine. We're going to recover. We're going to do fine. And speaking of that, speaking of doing fine and recovering, if we're looking at the all-time high to the all-time low, from here, the minimum target, I'm talking about the like at a low level of expectations, okay? The minimum target is about a 10x from here. It literally, quite like literally is a 10x from here, all the way up at $1.65. The maximum target's a 23x. I think we'll stop somewhere in the middle, right there about 250, so like 15x, something like that. That's my expectation. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. This will probably happen within like the next month. That will be up at these areas. Okay, so if you don't want to wait, if it's super scary that 16 to 13 cents could happen, you know, maybe this isn't the coin for you. But if you don't want to wait and you just want to buy here and say screw it, if it goes down, I'll suck it up and that's fine. I'd rather just buy, and that 10x minimum is good enough for me. I mean, this is probably one of the last days. Even if we go lower, this is probably one of the last days over the coming like week or so, like or for the months. This is one of the last days of the cycle that you'll have an opportunity to buy here low enough to where you could get a 10x minimum on this thing by the end of July. So, and I think the cycle is going to continue well past July, guys. But that's all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.